Welcome to another edition of the Cut Pro Wrestling Podcast. My name is Randy Zellea from backsportspage.com. With me, as always, my tag team partner, the one and only from Level 1 Games, Emerito Rivera. It's Monday. You know what that means. It's time for another episode of the Cut Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And who do we have today? I think it's somebody special from a certain Impact Wrestling.
Yes, we have the man who will be challenging for the X Division Championship, Chris Bay. He's on with us talking about Hard to Kill and the Hard to Kill celebration this upcoming Saturday, January 16th.
Dude, how cool is that they have some type of celebration where the fans can take action and just sit there and talk to the wrestlers and interact. I mean, during these hard times, they went out of their way to make sure that there's a special a little something for the fans, not just the pay-per-view, not just wrestling, but hey, listen, talk to these guys, get your questions out there, or even just BS with them. I think that's like really cool.
The virtual fan fest is such a key thing for them, and not only do you get to talk with the wrestlers and have a little bit of a moment there, but they give you a free T-shirt, free piece of the ring from Bound for Glory from the ring skillet there. So that's really cool for the Hard to Kill celebration. But we are lucky enough to get to be able to talk to Chris Bay, not only about Hard to Kill, but his situation, what he's doing in Impact Wrestling right now. So you guys don't want to listen to us ramble on.
But wait, before we let you go, I have to say one thing, and that one thing is that, you know what? That virtual fan fest takes place at 11 a.m. Eastern to about 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And as much as I hate waking up early, I'm gonna make an actual effort to get up in that godforsaken hour to try to get in there and talk to these wrestlers. Like, I didn't have enough. This week, talking to Chris Bay, that was pretty special. I'm going to try to do it again this Saturday.
That's the Hard to Kill celebration. Go to impactwrestling.com right now for all the information so you can sign up, get your tickets now. But tired of hearing us ramble right now, let's talk to Chris Bay from Impact Wrestling. We're back here, Cut Pro Wrestling Podcast with Emerito Rivera. My name is Randy Zellea and Impact Wrestling star Chris Bay. Chris, thanks for giving us a few minutes tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm stoked to be here.
Awesome. Again, want to thank you for a few minutes. Listen, big upcoming week this weekend. Hard to Kill coming up this Saturday, plus the Fan Fest this weekend, the Hard to Kill celebration. We'll touch on that in a minute. But Chris, I got to talk about sort of your rise in Impact. You've been there for less than a year, and already you've become one of the featured performers. Can you talk about your experience so far being with Impact Wrestling?
It's incredible, man. To be a part of Impact Wrestling, I used to be, a fan of Impact Wrestling growing up. So to take this childhood dream and make it a reality is one thing in itself. But then, the first couple of times I wrestled for Impact, before I signed with Impact, I remember every time I went there thinking how much I enjoyed their locker room and the energy of the performers, and how much everybody cared about the show. So it felt like the place that I wanted to really start my career and show the world who I was and be a part of that and care just as much with the roster and build with that team. So to get to Impact now and to be doing the great things that I've been able to do and accomplish, and then to, like you said, become one of the featured performers, in my first year, it's incredible. And I just hope that, the same way people look at Impact now and they say, oh yeah, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and they talk about these pioneers of Impact Wrestling. I want my name to be associated like that. And I want people to think, and I get that nowadays where people tell me, they start watching Impact because of me, or they restarted watching because of me, or they've been a long time fan and, I'm on their top of their list now with Impact. I think that I'm accomplishing my dreams here. I'm just living out the dream. So it's a blessing, and I'm glad that Impact wanted to take a chance on me.
Yeah. One of the things that I've noticed, you won the Performer to Watch Award for 2021. And I couldn't agree with that more. Like, I'm so excited to see what's next for you. You've already won the X Division title once. Yeah. Come on, tell me you got it this week, right?
That's the plan, man. That's the game plan. I've been in the gym, working out physically. I've been, meditating, working on my mind mentally, and just protecting my energy and finessing Rohit's, and then making him stress out a little bit more, making him think that we're on the same page. I think that come Hard to Kill, I'm walking out the X Division champion for the second time, and I leave two clowns embarrassed. Manic. I don't know how to prepare for a guy like Manic, but I know how to manipulate a guy like Rohit, and I know how, with the help of manipulating Rohit before, I was able to defeat Manic by DQ. Nonetheless, I was able to defeat him. So if I can only just pull those strings just a little bit more, right? I can cause some sort of a 3-second opportunity for myself to take back what's rightfully mine. So that's the game plan, to walk out of Hard to Kill, 2-time X Division champion, and put that title right in that beautiful placeholder that scintillating jacket I wear has. And it'll just all come together so perfectly.
Dude, I can't wait because, dude, you're jacked. You're like, you're my type of wrestler because I don't like the huge dudes. I like guys that are athletic, and you got all the tools to be the next X Division champion. So I wish you the best of luck, man, because I'm going to be watching here at the store. It's going to be great.
Thank you, man.
So, Chris, I have to ask, about the impact's on the upswing, and obviously the pandemic has affected everybody in wrestling. What has it been like performing in a ring, sort of no fans at ringside, nobody at ringside? What does it do for a performer like yourself to sort of have to adjust to that?
I think it makes me a better performer, at the end of the day, because I always prided myself on how well I was able to connect with the audience in attendance. When I first started wrestling, everything I was doing wasn't really filmed or streamed on YouTube or uploaded, post-match. So it was kind of only for people in attendance. So I remember from my first couple experiences, it was always like the fans attaching themselves to me and being like, wow, this kid's good. This kid is going to be something one day, or this kid has, natural ability. And now it's gone from that to me, as soon as I get with the company, unfortunately, these circumstances that make it to where now there is no audience for people to hit like that, to feel that direct connection. So now I'm praying that when they're looking on their screen, they don't find something on their phone for a second that takes them away from what I'm doing, or that something doesn't happen in their living room, wherever they're watching that with whoever, that distracts them from what I'm doing. I'm praying that they can stay connected to what I'm doing over here, because I don't have that direct line where I could, before just be like, hey, you're texting over there, watch this gnarly drop kick. And someone's like, And they're like, well, that was a gnarly drop kick. I'm going to put my phone down because he just called me out. Now I don't have that, but I think it's made me a better performer because I've changed my work rate ever so subtly that I was able to dial in more on the work that I'm doing, but still include the people at home, like the segment where I just spoke about where I defeated Manic via DQ, and then I let the audience in at home know via the facial expressions of how I feel and how, it all was a part of my plan. That's something that if there's fans in attendance, they're going to feel that differently because they're going to, there's going to be specific people I can get that reaction from. But now it's like, okay, I have these cameras here to tell the story. But it was all a part of what I needed to become a better performer anyway. You want to be a great professional wrestler, you become a TV wrestler, and you become a part of a major TV company. And Pat gave me the opportunity, and I've been able to start really developing a character that people understand and able to work cameras and tell these long-term television stories.
So let me ask you a question, because I'm 1,000% sure, I'm throwing it out there, that my dude is taking it. So he's the next exchamp. Mm-hmm. Who would you want to defend against once you're champion? I mean, I know that you have the forethought and you have the charisma for it because I could see it in your eyes. So yeah. I know that you already got a game plan. So I'd like to hear a little bit of that.
I mean, so as you see, right, with the first reign, I was not a stranger to competition. Rohit came in, oh, well, TJ was talking about he wants to face you for the title. I said, okay, cool, we'll bring him. I don't care. And then, maybe he was able to trick me into feeling like I needed his backup and that was what it was. But in reality, playing side, I was like, come on, bring on the challenger. So I'm not running from anybody. I'm not doing a defeat Rohit challenge where, oh, I didn't say this, or I didn't say the title was on the line, or no, I already beat this person. I want to wrestle whoever wants to challenge me. So I feel like Rohit, he's gonna want a shot, And to be fair, he and I have been running the same circle with each other since I showed up on Impact. My second week with the company, the scramble match, it was me, it was AC, it was Daga, it was Willie, it was Rohit, it was Trey. And, me and Rohit had that moment in the match, and then, it kind of, blew off. And then rebellion happened, and the match was Suicide and Trey and Rohit. And then me and Rohit have this other moment, and then the stuff with Swinger happens, and then Rohit pulls back up. Me and Rohit has been just like this the whole time since I got here. So I think a program with Rohit would be something that has to get done. I think it would be very entertaining. I think we have a natural on-screen chemistry that, entertains the fans. And whenever we're on, TV together, I always see people on social media talking about it. So I know they enjoy it. And then after Rohit, I would love to, test myself against a former X Division champion, being one Ace Austin. He's killing it right now. And he's been killing it ever since, he showed up here, and he and I had cross paths once or twice. But I think, it would be a great test for myself to prove that I'm the best X Division champion of this time. And I have to go through all the champions of this time to make that a true statement.
I think you're 100% right. I'm telling you, this guy, he's taking a Saturday. So
I have to ask also about the Impact locker room. Obviously, with what we were just talking about with the time frame we're going through right now, how much does the locker room come together as far as putting the shows together, being able to sort of pick each other up, help each other through? Can you talk about the state of the locker room and how everybody's sort of working through this?
Yeah, so like I said, when I first got here, Impact was just that family, and they all just want that common goal of putting on the best show possible, and navigating through all the hatred that this company has got throughout the previous years, and bad business deals, whatever, what have you. But this new crop of talent, and mixed with the veterans we have, we all want to put on the best possible show. So fast forward to now, where as WWE has the Thunderdome and AEW has their roster in the crowd, and then select ticket sales, we're still doing it in front of no live audience. So for us, it's that same mentality where we're all just banding together and making sure that we're going to put on our best show possible for the viewers at home, and do this so that, we're all proud of the work we produce, and that the fans are going to be happy with the work that we produce and what the content that we're giving them right now. I still feel that it's original and fresh, and that no one's phoning it in, because we all still want to have the best match that we can possibly have. And I know Hard to Kill is no different. I'm going to put on the best match that I've had. I just said the match for Rich was my best match ever that I've had personally. I'm looking to top that every time I get in the ring. So at Hard to Kill, it will be no different. I want the next time, I talk to someone that I say, oh yeah, well, my best match was the triple threat at Hard to Kill. I wanted to keep moving forward like that progressively. And I think that's how our whole locker room feels, where everyone wants to have their best match.
Yeah, you certainly can see the passion that you guys have weekly. So that does transcend and gets to us when we're watching. Unfortunately, like I said, nobody at the stadium. Or do you think that'll come back sometime this year? I'm hoping, dude. Like,
I hope so. I could guess possibly closer towards the end of the year.
Exactly.
Also, not as worried about it, because I'm more grateful that I still have the opportunity to perform right now, and to keep developing and keep growing and keep making history, and be a part of the small percentage of our industry that are still working.
So one thing I wanted to touch base on was the fan fest that you guys are doing this right before the pay-per-view, right? So we got 2 hours in daytime from 11 to 1, where you guys will take questions. How's that work? Like, I want to see if I could get in there. Like, how do you do that?
Well, man, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to sign up. You sign up, and then you're going to be able to talk to all your favorite Impact stars. It's as simple as this. Me and you are being able to talk right now, right?
Which is a privilege.
This is a privilege. So you'll be able to talk to, you know, anybody you need, anybody you want to get your hands on. You got to tune in. You got to jump in. You got to sign up. You got to come talk. You got to give strategy. You got to let us know if you saw somebody from a rival company posting on their account that they was in the building in the back. So we got to look out for them. You got to give us all the tips and tricks. You got to tell us the sneakiness. You got to tell me, well, he shirt 7 days. I need to hear it all. I need to know all the secrets, all the inside info, or we could just chat. We can just chop it up like we are right now. You can, you know what I'm saying? Calm me down. Be like, yeah, Chris, yo, you got this tonight. I already know you got this, but I'm telling you again, you got this. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, hey, Deonna Purrazzo, you're the greatest knockouts champion, whatever you want to say. You could be like, hey, Tasha and Kira, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all going to win the tag championships. And when y'all do and Chris Bay become the X Division champion, I need to see a trios because that'll be fire too. You can tell us whatever you want to tell us. It's the celebration. It starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And yeah, it's gonna be lit, and it's gonna lead into Hard to Kill with great energy, and then we're gonna all go into Hard to Kill and body the show.
And not only that, but you're also getting the official Hard to Kill T-shirt, a $25 gift card for the shopimpact.com, randomly autographed swatches from Bound for Glory, and a lot more. You can't miss out on the Hard to Kill celebration. And Chris, this is my last question, just because you're competing for the X Division title with a belt that has so much history for Impact Wrestling. Would you ever consider the Ultimate X match?
That's a hard one.
It's literally a hard one. It's a hard match. It's a hard bump to fall from. That's a scary scenario, man.
Not meaning to put you on the spot, but you know.
Because I mean, I've heard it before where fans, you know, like going into Bound for Glory, fans were just like, "Oh, please let this be, you know, the Ultimate X match." And I was like, why you want to make this more difficult for me? I don't know whose side you're on with this. I thought, you know, we were cool. I thought you were a Chris Bay fan. You know, I thought you wanted to see me win, not, you know, hurt myself. But if it's something that people want to see, I'm down for it, especially because I know with my athleticism and with my you know, creativity, I'd be able to give people something super original that they, you know, they haven't seen yet in an Ultimate X match, and they can go in the highlights and, you know, give someone else, the next person, the next crop, something. Excuse me, no rhyme intended. It'll give the next crop something top, because we'll just make some more history. And if I'm the one to bring it back, you know, I'll take the credit for that too.
Chris, can you let everybody know where they can find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me at Dashing Chris Bay. It's B-E-Y, not B-A-E for the single ladies that might be listening. You know, Dashing Chris Bay. I post on there very often, very frequently, new content all the time. I do Q&As a lot of times too. I'll do Q&Bays as I call them. So you can do the Q&Bays and ask Bay a question. I try to respond to most of the important stuff. So if it's just like, I like pizza, I'm like, I do too. Okay. But you know, you can find me on those social medias. You can subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, Chris Bay. Just look me up. I'm on there. Just hit 5K. So in celebration, I'm gonna bring back the vlogs. So there will be vlogs. I'll get some VIP footage from Hard to Kill. So be on the lookout for the vlogs are coming back, and you get to take an extra look into my lifestyle these days, and you know what goes on with Chris Bay. And then you can find me on Tuesdays on Access and on Twitch with Impact Wrestling, and at Hard to Kill, becoming the 2-time X Division champion on January 16th.
That's right, and that's January 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Catch it live.
Chris, thanks for giving us some time today, bud. We really appreciate it. Good luck at Hard to Kill, and we'll all be watching. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, good luck. Thank you so much, man. Take care.
Appreciate you big time.
All right, that was Chris Bay from Impact Wrestling. Don't forget Hard to Kill this upcoming Saturday, January 16th. Great card, challenging for the X Division Championship. And again, Impact Wrestling is on the rebound, coming back after a real tough stretch they had. But now the talent roster they have, having guys like Chris Bay, Eric Young, the Good Brothers, Rich Swann, great talent on the upswing.
Dude, I've been telling a lot of the fans this all the time. A lot of people sleep on Impact. I tell them, don't sleep on Impact, man. Impact's making moves, and they're getting better and better every week. So it's only a matter of time before they get going hardcore, and it's straight ahead, man. Straight up. I don't even have a word for it, but it's going to be good.
All your information for this upcoming weekend is at impactwrestling.com. Hey, guess what? We're all over the place too. You can find us at backsportspage.com and on Twitter at Cut Wrestling BSP. And we're on Instagram and Facebook.
Listen, wait. The Cut PW Podcast on Instagram, because I wrote it down, and the Cut Pro Wrestling Podcast on Facebook. See, I will never forget this. This is a handy tool.
And you can, we have our YouTube channel up, so you can follow our YouTube channel, subscribe. Also, we are on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, pretty much everywhere you want to find your podcast. That's where we are at. So
make sure you share with all your wrestling buddies, and make sure you comment. We love to hear from you guys. So take it away, Randy. Get us out of here. I want to go home.
Yeah. For Emerito Rivera, I'm Randy Zellea. Check us out every Monday. New episodes drop on wherever you listen to your podcast and on YouTube. That's the Cut Pro Wrestling Podcast, powered by backsportspage.com.
See you next Monday.
See you next Monday.